Hi, Paula.
Hello, Els. How are you?
I'm fine. What?
Good, good.
How are you?
Well, today we are talking about Principle 11.
Yes.
Since love is eternal, death need not be viewed as fearful. And I'm going to start again by reading what you describe as the main message of this principle in your book. The first one being your body is an appearance in duality. Like everything in duality, it is an illusion. The body dies, love never dies. And the second one, keep everyone very much alive in your heart. Whoever lives in your heart will never leave you even after death. And the third one, love is and is not bound by any form. Love is grounded in oneness, in essence.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah, just so powerful reading these, Els. And I will cover them in my questions, but first I want to ask you, what do you mean by your body is an illusion?
Illusion is the opposite of truth, you could say. Truth is what is true. And truth would say that only is true what never has an opposite or what never has an exception and what is everlasting. So the body is not everlasting, so it must be an illusion because when it would be true, it would be everlasting, and it isn't. It's simple. What is
Wow.
everlasting
Yeah.
is true, and what not is an illusion.
Yeah. Wow.
When you have a partner and then you get married, for example, and then they
Mhm.
say, "Oh, well, I love you," and I say back, "I love you," and then it's time for the divorce, and then we say, "Oh, I hate you," and that's this love that is not the unconditional love. It's the illusion love. It's the duality love. And that's not that you are guilty when you love somebody in duality, but it's good to remember that when you divorce and you say, I hate my ex, you are mistaken because on a certain level, you stay or you keep loving your ex, but in a
Yeah.
different way. So then it changed from a special relationship into a, you could say, into a true relationship, because the love is still there. And you are
Yeah.
so happy you don't have to live again with that person in the same house. But you can feel on a certain level that you still love the person, maybe when
Yeah.
you have children, because you have the children together, because
Mhm.
you that's what you mostly love, your children.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah. And I suppose there would have been times in that relationship that were happy and memorable, so
Absolutely. And
yeah.
probably there were also moments that it was more than love from duality. But when they were there, the love stays even when you divorce. And that love that stays, that you could say that's love from a true, from the truth. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. Everlasting. Yeah. So you describe the body as a loyal follower and a good friend. What do you mean by that? And how can we develop a more loving and less fear-based relationship with our bodies?
Well, the body does a lot of work for you. You say walk and it walks. You say stop and it stops. You say jump and it jumps. And
Mm,
you open that bottle and it opens the bottle, you know. So the body is a very good follower. So it's very helpful. And I think we often don't realize how much the body serves us. And it does it without complaining and without objecting, because even when we send it on a marathon, it serves us, you know. And
yeah.
it just does it. Can we be friendly for the body? Can we be thankful? We should thank the body every day that it is so helpful. Franciscus from Assisi,
Yes.
Franciscus. He
Yeah.
called the body a brother donkey, and
Yeah.
well, it doesn't seem very kind to do that. It's I would say be thankful and don't mistreat it. Give it
Yeah.
rest when it needs rest, and
Mm. Yeah. Good food, exercise. Yeah.
so yeah, that or not, but be
Yeah.
thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Good food and exercise. You could see, ask yourself what ideas do we have about good food and exercises?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Because when we think, oh, we need good food and exercises, and we don't do the good food and the exercises,
Mhm.
maybe we feel guilty then.
Guilt. Yeah. Yes. Oh, catch me out every time, Els. Oh. Els, you write in your book, the body dies, love never dies.
Yes.
How do you suggest we stay connected to loved ones who have passed in a way that honors this truth?
Yes, I always say the everybody lives in your heart. Everybody is present in your heart. When
Yeah.
when you say, yes, my mother still lives and my father died, but yeah, well, when your mother doesn't live exact on top of you, she's always living in the heart. You can have a walk in the Pyrenees and don't take your phone, and then for 14 days you are walking, she still lives, and you come home and she says, shit, she has gone on the first day I walked. When we shoot people to the moon, they still live in our heart. That's why people live. So when they die, when the body dies,
Yeah.
keep them alive in your heart, I would say. That's why they live anyway. And when you are aware of this, and when you keep people alive in your heart, of course bodies will die, but they will
Mm.
never ever ever leave you. When you know this, it's such a sweet thing
Mm.
to know that you can have everybody kicking and alive in the heart.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
hear them
Yeah.
talk, you see them walking when they are alive in your heart. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 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 And uh, that could be the same as what I'm about to ask you, but the idea that whether someone is alive or dead makes no difference in how you experiment them in your mind, and that's what you've just kind of explained. But for me, it's quite a powerful shift. It's like, oh yeah, that's true. I just sort of when I think about that, maybe I've never thought about it that way before. Um, yeah, so I sort of did a double take on it. And just thought, wow, that is true when you really think about that when someone is here and you think about them, they're there, but also when they're gone, when they've passed away, they're still there.
You live so
Yeah,
far away from your family.
yeah, true. I
So
do.
where do they live, Where do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
love them?
yeah.
Where do you feel them?
Here and here.
Yeah, it's in the heart. Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I had a question there, like how can we gently expand the view beyond the ending and see the eternal nature of the connection? So, yeah, I don't know um, whether you've already answered that. I think you have.
Yes, what helps is the willingness to be open to that truth, to the
Yeah,
truth of everybody lives in the heart. Everybody, there's an unconditional love, and the
yeah,
body is not what we are. We are we are well, much more.
yeah,
And sometimes we meet people, and then there's an immediate recognition. There must be a connection uh, before the body was there.
yeah,
And
yes. We've
after the
met them
body,
before.
yes. So,
Yeah,
so when we recognize people who we never have seen before, and we recognize them from the heart or in a miraculous way,
yeah.
um, well, that's the same as when they die. You can still meet them in your heart.
Um, yeah, and saying that when we're talking about people, who have passed, that many people fear the loss of a loved one more so than their own death. How can we support ourselves and others in releasing that fear?
Well, I would say don't kill them before they are dead.
Mm,
Don't
mm.
kill them in your head. There are these mothers, and then the son or the girl goes out for a party, and then they stay up until 4, and
Yeah,
they say, "Oh, they will die this night. Eh? Yeah, oh, I have to
yeah,
stay awake because maybe they don't come home." Well, how many times do we think people dead before they are? So don't
yes,
do that, and enjoy their presence. Keep them alive, and of course when they die, yeah, you can cry if you feel crying, and you can laugh when you feel laughing. uh, do it just in the moment, and don't don't start burying them before they are dead.
yes, yeah,
And if they are dead, well, bury them and laugh and cry when it feels like laughing and crying. And it just all happens in that moment. And when the crying is done, take a dot and place a dot. So, well, that was the crying, we go on, and the
yeah,
crying will come back probably.
yeah, yes,
And but when the crying is over, it's over, and then you laugh, and then you cry, and then you laugh, and then you laugh, and then you cry, and you laugh, and you cry. Yeah, until it changes and changes and changes, because it will
yeah,
all
yeah,
the time. It changes all the time. But when you
yes,
don't have a rule for crying and a rule for grieving and a rule for laughing, you will just experience it in the moment when it comes up, and when
yeah,
it's over, it's over, and you will
yeah,
go on with whatever comes up, with whatever
mm,
emotion comes up.
yeah,
When you
yes,
don't judge the emotions, it's easier.
mm,
Easier life.
yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, so don't fear them dead before they actually die. That's
Yes.
yeah. Right. Els, I think I've covered the three main points anyway that I mentioned in the beginning. Was there anything else you wanted to um, add in here about this principle? Since love is eternal, death need not be viewed as fearful.
Yeah, you could say change need not to be viewed as fearful also. Huh? And it's
Yeah,
lovely because, yeah, you already said it in last time. Nature always changes. and
yeah. Oh,
and we always change, and it is lovely to be able to follow that stream of change that always
yeah,
takes place. It takes place in us, and it takes place in others. And can we can we go with the flow, because we
yeah.
change also? Can we allow ourselves to be the change?
Yes, yeah, yeah. And sometimes we look forward to that change too, don't we? The well,
Well, sometimes we look forward, but looking forward for change can also be yourself putting in prison, because you have an idea of how the change should take
should
place,
be,
and
yes,
and
yeah,
we
yeah,
just don't know. We just don't
yeah,
know. Can you be
yeah,
open
yeah.
to that? You just don't know.
Yes, yeah, true, true. Yeah, we have no control over it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
because when
yeah.
you want to have control over it, you take a future, and then you take
Mm.
fear.
Yes, yeah, yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Els. It's
Okay,
yeah,
Paula,
been a
it
great
was lovely.
discussion. Yeah,
See
thank
you
you.
next
Okay,
time.
see you next
Bye
time.
bye.
Bye bye.